Okay, recording has started. Sorry about that. Okay, everyone. Yeah, you won't believe that the entire time in class, I kept saying, okay, let's talk about this, and then I'll hit record, and then I'll hit record. And so we ended up talking quite a bit about teaching experience, how it's going. Um, and yeah, so what we really touched on for those of you that weren't there this week. Just checking in that everyone's okay. I mean, in my previous recording, I think 2 weeks ago, I did touch on task 2 and linking learning unit 3 above. So I didn't go over this again. All of this, the role players, etc., we linked up in the previous recording. So this week was really just to hear if there's any questions on the last learning unit. There weren't many major questions at all, or actually any on the learning unit. We did then talk to, sorry for the coughing. Sorry about that. Yeah, and then what we had, which is what one of the module leader really for this module put together, which was quite useful, and I shared this with everybody, kind of in preparation for task 2. I will put this on Arc as well. And really just to help you to get going was a little idea of a summary table. So to pull out just the main points, not long, you don't have many words in this essay for task 2, but to summarize this, I mean, this would really help you. Um, so people keep wondering, like, where do you learn to teach people to use AI? I mean, you could, this is where you could use it. You could ask it to summarize the paper, and then you'd have to still go back. And I think this is where I showed you in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, at last recording, I showed you an example of an AI generated paper. And lots of the other lecturers, I shared it with them as well. And we're all saying, kind of, if you see, it looks like it's well written, but if you read into some of the theories, like how incorrectly it's been summarized and referenced and dated. So if you're going to use it, this is a good kind of preview. Use your AI here, see what the summary is, but then go and check it. You'll have to verify that it's correct. Sorry for my voice. So you have to go and check and verify that it is indeed correct. And then you can take that and then you use it in your essay, which we bring down here. So I think this is one way to start encouraging the use of it and responsible use of it. Not saying copy and paste the answer. So kind of really step by step is how she's laid it out. So read the article, look at the role of the state, the parents, individual community, and this is kind of what we spoke about most recently when I showed you that example and how it can relate to your assignment. And then it brings in, so the table on top is just look at what the theorists say, and it says do not only use your textbooks. So that's what I'm saying. Consult your friend, call a friend, but you have to still check what the friend has said is correct. And now you bring it all together. This we spoke about the roles of teachers. So now you bring it into your essay. So this is a nice breakdown of the structure. Like I said, I will share it with you. We have time if you want to go through this and ask me some questions. The idea is not that you copy and paste this template, please, 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 please. But just to give you an idea of what kind of expected. So your introductory statement, what this essay is about, what you intend to do, and then it says kind of gives you a guideline on how you can structure. So the idea with the paragraphs is to say, structure a thought in each paragraph, and that thought someone asked in class, are you saying summarize each theorist? And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying summarize a thought and use the theorist. But yeah, okay. Like it says, what each theorist says about it. So you get what I'm saying. So take a theorist to support a thought. And then, yeah, I think the rest is quite straightforward. Structure, and then the logical conclusion, obviously. So I will share this with you. If you have any questions, please do ask. And then the last thing that we went through, just give me a second so I can bring the screen up, is just the ICE task. I know there was a question or two about this. I mean, slightly different approach in that, I mean, we have a due date of the 29th, which is on your planner. Over here, you scroll down. So all I stars completed by the 29th. So you've really still got time. You got about a month. And the idea is that's supposed to support your learning. And I mean, some people register one at a time, some make them all available. And so as you are able to, I don't know how you study. Do you chunk your learning into weekends? Do you do it a little bit at a time? So depending on how you learn, um, I advise you go through the ICE tasks and support your learning that way. If you need some help, I did talk about, it's under the ICE task folder. I did talk about ICE task 2, the referencing one. There are some questions in there which so it asks you to like cite the incorrect referencing one. So there's some very bad examples of incorrect, and then some that you can see how this almost looks correct, but it's incorrect. Those are the ones we want. But so just to give you a little clue, if you're not sure, you can ask me. I think it's got multiple attempts on it. The idea is for you to pick it up and to learn, not to punish you. So give me a shout if you get stuck with that. They are all available. And then we'll have another touch base soon. There'll also be a session, I think, by the module leader closer to the time in preparation for the final summatives, etc. Okay, so that's all I really went through with everybody. If you have questions, please give me a shout. Um, yeah, I know this was quite quick. I didn't want to drag it out. You know, I can talk, but if you have questions, drop me an email, use the Teams chat. Okay, I'll upload that content. I'm gonna upload it right here under formative 2. Okay, is where I'm gonna share that document. Yeah. Okay then everyone, all the best and keep well.